Hey friends, welcome to class. I know this class is very different than other ones that you have seen on our channel, and most likely you're here because you're not feeling so well. You might have a headache or a migraine, and I'm really sorry about that. They're no fun and they suck, and I wish they didn't exist. But in class today, I'm going to try my best to walk you through a series of poses. We're also going to be doing some acupressure and some self-massage. So let's see what we can do to get you into a better place. You're feeling better in your body. In today's class, you'll just need a few things. So a cushion or a bolster, a pillow, a black cloth, either a clean sock or a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. Also, if you have an eye mask, that's great. We'll be using it over our eyes during Savasana. And then you'll also need a small towel or a sweatshirt, which we'll be using at the beginning and end of class to prop underneath our neck. So I know you're desperate to be feeling better, so I'm going to be talking a little bit quieter today. I'm also going to be talking a lot less. So with that being said, when I get you into poses, I'm not going to be giving as many alignment cues as I usually do. I just want you to move into a position that feels good for you and then make the pose work for you. I know less talking is better right now for you. Last thing to mention before we get started is if you do like to have a little bit of music in the background, then you can click below in the description. There's a playlist on YouTube for binaural beats specific for migraines and headaches. So if you want to play that song in parallel to this class, then that might help. We have intentionally dimmed the screen for this class, so you might notice that the screen is a little bit darker than usual. That's intentional. If you want to make it even darker, or if you want to turn on your blue light filter or reduce the screen brightness on your TV or your laptop, please go ahead and do so. We'll begin in half Shavasana. So move your props off to the side. But with that towel, I would like you to lay it down where your head will be resting. Come onto your back, keep the legs bent. Soles of the feet on the ground, the knees gently rest together. You can keep your hands down at your sides. Maybe close the eyes if that feels good for you. And then begin to deepen the breath. I know when you have a headache, it can be really challenging to focus on anything else, or especially a migraine. So we'll keep this class very simple, easy to follow along. So don't worry if you've never done yoga before and this is new for you. We're here to help you move in your body, to connect with your breath, and ultimately to reduce your headaches so you feel a little better in your body. Some of the things that I'm showing you today might be a little weird or silly, but I would like you to just approach this class with an open mind. Just believe that it will work. In fact, the mind can have a lot more control over the body than we give it credit. So just take a moment to trust and to believe that you will feel better in about 30 minutes. The body believes what the mind perceives. So let's just go along with that. Continue with those slow, deep breaths. Keep your body as it is, and then just roll your head over to the right. So your right ear comes close to the towel or the mat. And then slowly roll your head over to the left. Pause here. The head comes back to neutral. Bring your palms together and start to rub your hands together. Create a little bit of heat between the hands. And then you're going to place your hands over your eyes, shutting out the light. Imagine sending healing energy from your hands into your head. Keep the eyes closed if you'd wish, and then start to slide your hands up towards the top of your mat so that the palms of your hands, sort of the base of your wrists, land at your eyebrows. Start to put some pressure on your eyebrows in the center, almost in that area between your eyebrows, and then slowly move that pressure to the outside edge of your eyebrows. So you're almost like using the base of your wrist to roll and massage your eyebrows. Back up to the center, to the pinky side of your hand, and then roll it back out to the thumbs. Let's do 2 more. Great. As you release, now we're going to massage our masseter muscle, which is the muscle that connects our cheekbone to our jaw, our zygomatic arch to our jaw. So you're going to use your 3 longest fingers. You could even bring your pinky finger and your thumb to touch, just to get them out of the way. And then with those 3 fingers, you bring them together to touch. And then you're going to place your fingers right below your cheekbone. Add just a little bit of pressure. It's easy to overdo it here, so just keep it soft. So add a little bit of pressure, and then open your jaw all the way up. Make a circle with your lips. And close your mouth again. Move the fingers down just 1 centimeter into a new spot on your cheeks. And then again, open the jaw. Add a little bit of pressure with your fingers. And again, close. Let's do 2 more. Continue to move the hands farther down on your cheeks. Gently open. And close. Last one. Great. Oftentimes the masseter muscle in our jaw holds a lot of tension, and that can also move into our head. So now we're going to come into a supine twist with both legs coming over to the right. So just move your ankles and your knees together and then bring both legs over to the right. You can either lay them down on the ground, or if you'd like to grab that block or that pillow, you could also place it between the knees. And extend your left arm out to your side. relax, especially the muscles in the face, the hands, the feet. Help your knees back up to center, and we'll take that twist over to the left. If you're holding on to tension, see if you can let it go, relax, melt. Keep the legs where they are, and then just bring your right arm up and over your body, and then roll onto your left side in a fetal position. Stay here for a moment to neutralize the spine. And then press yourself up to a comfortable seat. You could either sit hero's pose or cross-legged. And if you have any back pain, you can also sit on a cushion so that it lifts the hips a little bit higher and it reduces that deep curve in the back. So I recommend sitting on a pillow or a bolster. And then just take a comfortable cross-legged position or whatever feels good for you. Bring your right hand down on the ground, walk your fingertips away, and then slowly bring your right or your left ear down to the left shoulder. Start to feel that stretch along the right side of your neck. Bring the head back up to center, switch sides, left hand down on the mat, right ear down towards the right shoulder. Head back up to center, both hands on the knees or the thighs, and then just start to look over your right shoulder like you're looking over a blind spot in traffic. So you're almost looking behind you. If it makes you feel nauseous or if it makes the headache worse in your eye sockets, then you can just close the eyes. And turn your head to face over the left shoulder, over that blind spot. And back to center. We'll start to do some gentle neck rolls, but if at any point if you start to feel nauseous or dizzy, then you can stop and you can just come back to the blind spot, stretch, or the hands down ear to shoulder. So make this work for you. If you're joining for the neck rolls, then gently bring your chin down towards your sternum. Let the head hang heavy. And start to bring the head over to the right side. And then the nose starts to tip up towards the ceiling. You're moving very slowly. And then complete the circle, come over to the left. If you notice any sensations of pain or tingling, or if something doesn't feel right in the neck, then of course back off. You don't want to force your neck into anything, but you do want to sort of encourage and discover your end range of motion with the neck. Once you come back to center, let's switch directions and take that circle over to the left. Again, you're moving very slowly. Bring your attention back to the breath. Head comes back to center, back to neutral. And then we're going to do a self neck massage with our 4 fingers, not our thumbs. You're just going to bring your hands onto your neck, right at the base of your skull, and then just gently massage and run your hands down your neck, starting from the base of your skull, down to your shoulders. Maybe your head even starts to go along with the ride. So if your head starts to move because you're pressing into your neck, that's fine. Last one. And now again with the same fingers, you're just going to come onto your shoulders, your trapezius muscles. And then again, start to pull your hands down. Sort of a self-massage on your shoulders. Release the tension. Last one. Great. Bring the palms together, hands at the heart. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, start to interlace the hands, send them forward in front of you, round the back, straighten the arms. Tuck the chin to the chest. Start to reach your arms up over your head towards the ceiling. As much length as you can in both sides of your body. And then release your hands, interlace behind your back, and then send the chest forward. Let's do one more round. We call that the breath of joy. Release the hands, palms together, hands at the heart. Inhale. Exhale, send them forward, round the back. Exhale. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, release, interlace behind the back. And inhale, palms together, hands at the heart. Beautiful job. So now we'll remove this pillow or bolster if you had it underneath the hips. We're going to come into a forward fold. So begin to extend your legs forward, but this variation of the forward fold is going to be a little bit different. I'd like it if you could actually keep your knees bent this time. You could even bring the soles of your feet maybe down on the ground or closer to the ground. And then just begin to bring the chest forward. Let the head hang heavy. The hands come down to the ground, or you could also cross them behind the hamstrings. And if you want to, straighten the legs and get more of a stretch in the legs, you're welcome to, but I'd like you to more so focus on stretching the spine and the neck more than the legs. Take a moment to give yourself a little extra compassion, a little extra love. Know that your body is doing its best. I know it's easy to think that it's never going to end when your body feels sick or you feel unwell. So it's easy to go down the rabbit hole and have those negative thoughts that you're never going to get better, never going to feel better. I've been there too. I had years of back pain and chronic pain and digestive issues for almost a decade. You just have to remind yourself that the body is resilient, the mind is strong. So give yourself a little extra love. Know that this is just a stage that you're going through. If you had the legs straight, then again, bend them. And then cross your arms underneath your legs as I have here. And then slowly start to lean back. Keep the chin tucked towards the chest so you can really feel more of a stretch between your shoulders, maybe even your low back, maybe your neck. Take a few breaths here. Just that slow pressure, gentle, easy stretch. Start to release. And then you're going to bend your right leg. So the right sole of the foot will come inside the left thigh. Straighten your left leg out. And then we're going to come into a QL stretch, so our low back on the right side. But before we do that, I would like you to give yourself a little foot massage of your right foot. So you can see the sole of your foot sort of facing up towards you. And then with your thumbs, I'd like you to start towards your heel. And then just start to run your thumbs up your foot, sort of following the arch and that fascial line that you have on your feet. Sometimes when we think of headaches, we don't think that it could be because of anything in the feet. But in fact, your entire body is connected with fascial lines. All of the muscles and the nerves, the blood vessels, everything is working together. So if you have really sore feet all the time, if you wake up and your feet hurt, or if your feet just get really sore throughout the day, and you notice that you get a lot of headaches, it could actually be, one of the reasons could be because you have poor foot health. So we want to be moving our feet in all directions. And when we wear super tight shoes that are always conforming our feet, then we start to lose the muscle strength in our feet to hold our arches up and to have a solid foundation in the foot. So I recommend checking out and maybe trying out some minimalist shoes so that you can walk more naturally in your feet. You'll start to redevelop the strength and the muscles in your feet. You could also do a myofascial release with a muscle therapy ball. And we'll link the video below in the description if you'd like to do a muscle therapy rollout on the feet. Great job. Now keep your left hand on your right shin and then start to reach your right arm up over your head. You can have your hand touch down wherever. And if you can't touch, you can also just bring your right hand to your right rib cage, or really wherever is comfortable for you. What we're looking for here is a stretch on the lower right side of our back, our quadratus laborum muscle. Take a few breaths here to soften into the pose. Lift the chest back up. We're going to come into a twist. You can keep the legs exactly as they are. The left hand comes to the outside of the right knee, and then bring your right hand behind you on the mat. Gentle twist over your right shoulder. With each inhale, you sit a little bit taller. And the exhale takes you into the twist. Release the twist. Extend your right leg out. And the left leg comes in. And again, with both of your thumbs, start to massage the bottom of your foot from your heel to the ball. Bring your attention back to the breath. Last 2 breaths here. Great. Bring the sole of the foot into the right thigh if it's not already touching. And your right hand to the left shin. And then start to reach your left arm up over your head. Again, to any degree. Option to grab onto the calf, the shin, maybe even the outside of the right foot. You could also just bring your left hand to your left hip. With each inhale, notice your rib cage expanding. Maybe you feel that muscle in your back being stretched with the breath. And each exhale, you relax, you let gravity do the work. Lift the chest back up. Make your way into that twist. So left hand comes behind you, the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Gently take that twist. Maybe you've been looking all over YouTube and all over the internet looking for headache remedies for some time. And you came across this video and maybe you already notice a difference. Maybe it'll be another hour or 2 until you notice. But if you found this video useful for you, then please comment below. Let us know if this helped your headache. And it would also help out all the other people that are scouring the internet looking for answers in desperation. That would really help us out. It would help us design classes to help you continue to feel better in your body. Release the twist. And let's just send both legs straight out in front. Give the legs a little shake. And then make your way onto your back for our final pose, Savasana. So you could either just extend the legs straight out, or if you would like to add a pillow and place it underneath the knees, you're also welcome to do that. And let's take that eye mask and just lay it next to you for now, or a clean sock, whatever you have. And then before you get too comfortable and too settled in, I would actually like you to grab that towel, and then you're just gonna roll it up, or a sweatshirt or whatever you have, and then you're gonna place it underneath your neck. Let your feet naturally fall open. And if you have your hair up in a hair tie, I would like it if you could actually take your hair out so that there's no tension on the head. Move your hair tie off to the side. And then all together, you're going to close the eyes, bring your hands, your fingertips to your head, and then just start to give yourself a head massage. And you're not using your fingernails, you're just using the pads of your fingers. And you're gently massaging your scalp. See if you can visualize the plates of your skull relaxing. Giving a little bit more space for your brain. I know it's not technically possible, but just visualize as you massage. Great, finish up your massage. And then grab that eye mask or that sock next to you, place it over your eyes. And then bring your hands back down to your sides, or you can place them on your belly or your heart. Take a deep breath in, fill up your lungs all the way to the top. And as you exhale, open mouth, let it go. Take 2 more deep breaths, just like that. With each exhale, you're releasing any tension that you're holding in your body. You're visualizing that your muscles are just melting off your bones as you completely surrender the weight of your body to Mother Earth. We'll do a little breathing exercise to help our body shift even more into the parasympathetic nervous system, so that rest and digest part of the system. So we're just going to inhale for a count of 4, and then we'll exhale for a count of 6. Inhale 4, exhale 6. So I'll count you through it a couple of rounds. So start to inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue on your own. Take the full length of the breath to hit the 4, and the full length of the breath to hit the 6. Continue to relax and soften. invite you to release the counting in your head, but continue with those slow, deep breaths. And I'll be ending the video here, but of course I invite you to stay here as long as you'd like. If you do decide to stay here, then you can repeat in your head on every exhale the word relax. Relax, relax, relax. Sending you lots of love from my end of the internet to yours, hoping that you feel better in your body soon. Lots of love. Namaste.